We've heard it for years. Persecution is coming to America from the government, but we've seen little to no real persecution in the church. Is it possible that persecution is around the corner? Well, an underground church in Iran thinks so, and they're going to send us a chilling message that was just released after them watching a speech from Joe Biden. So we're going to listen to their message, this chilling message, and then we're going to listen to a little bit of Joe Biden's speech and see where they're coming from. Is persecution around the corner? Let's talk about this. Okay, here we go. These are church leaders from the underground church in Iran sending a warning to America. Let's watch this together here.
برادرای عزیزم که توی غرب هستید، ما چند وقت پیش سخنرانی رئیس جمهور بایدن رو به کشور آمریکا شنیدیم و دیدیم که خیلی محکم و با عصبانیت مشتش رو گره کرد و گفت که
So in his speech, which we're going to watch a little bit after, he's talking about how anyone that voted for Trump and these Republicans are an enemy to democracy, of rule of law, freedom. So this is what they're discussing, the speech they watched. And let's listen to this.
بزرگترین دشمنش توی سیاستش دموکراسی و قانون کشور و آزادی و این چیزها هستن که تهدید میکنن.
Wow, so they say 2 years ago, the Lord showed them that the persecution they have in Iran is coming to the West.
و ما 2 سال پیش توی شنیدیم از خدا که جفا وارد کلیسای غرب میشه و
The words spoken by President Biden are almost identical to the things said by the Iranian government.
همونطوری که شما از رئیس جمهورتون شنیدین، ما هم از دولتمون شنیدیم که گفتن که کلیساهای زیرزمینی بزرگترین
They warn that we underground Christians are a great threat to Iran. Wow.
و دشمنشون هستن. اما واقعیت اینه که ما همه یک خانواده هستیم و از قانون کشورمون حمایت میکنیم و اون رو رعایت میکنیم.
So let me remind you guys of something. When we get persecuted, when the disciples were persecuted, they were not persecuted as noble men. They were persecuted as enemies to the state, enemies to humanity. They were considered bigots and haters, and it was not a noble death that Jesus had on the cross. So don't think that we're going to be nobly persecuted. We will be the enemies of the state.
مسیح خیلی شفاف و روشن به ما گفت که روزایی میاد که دنیا از ما نفرت پیدا میکنه و ما رو میکشن و وقتی این کارو میکنن خودشون فکر میکنن که دارن خدمت میکنن به خدا.
Wow.
ما با این تهدید هر روز زندگی میکنیم از طرف روح وحشی اسلام. این روح اسلام توی آمریکا نیست، ولی همین روح شریر توی کشورتون هست. اون روز میاد که دولت خودتون میگه که
The day when your own government treats ordinary citizens like a threat has arrived.
شهروندای معمولی برای ما تهدید هستن. دوست عزیزم به ما گوش کن.
Dear friends, please hear us.
فصل امتحان به زودی داره میاد. الان وقتشه که کلیسای غرب
Man, I get chills every time I watch this. Now is the hour for the Western Church to resolve in your hearts to stand firmly for Jesus. What a message.
و محکم وایسته برای مسیح. برای کسایی که گوش دارن و میشنون و کسایی که چشم دارن و میبینن. و دعای ما برای اونجا فیض خدا و فیض مسیحه برای همه شما عزیزان.
That's the video. What a strong warning from the underground church in Iran. They're basically saying the same way in this speech. I'm going to show you a bit of it. Joe Biden is saying these Republicans, conservatives, these Trump followers are an enemy to the state, an enemy to democracy. Soon, he'll be saying that about Christians in the church. And we already get flagged for hate speech on so many of the things that we post. So the day is coming soon. What a chilling message. Guys, if we can't share our faith now, we're not going to share it during persecution. If you're not praying and fasting and living for God now, you're not going to do it when the government's after you. So now's the time to resolve in your heart, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. We will not bow. We will not crumple during persecution. We will not turn our backs on Christ. This is a real reality that could soon be coming, and they believe soon, to the American church. And it's no joke. This is no joke. It's not, oh, nice video, Isaiah. This should be so serious, and this should sober you up from our drunken stupor of playing church. Let's listen to Joe Biden. Basically, he's talking, I'll spare you 25 minutes about how crazy the MAGA Trump supporters are. And it's a miracle he can even get through this, because half the time I have no clue what he's even talking about. But we're going to watch a few minutes here and see what he has to say about this.
But I'm an American president, not a president of red America, blue America, but of all America.
This is the speech they were reacting to.
I believe it's my duty to love with you, to tell the truth, no matter how difficult. no matter how painful. And here, in my view, is what is true. MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people.
He's talking about Trump supporters. And what they're saying is the same way he's demonizing Trump supporters, soon they're coming for Christians. And this same speech will be given towards Christians.
They refuse to accept the results of a free election. And they're working right now, as I speak, in state after state, to give power to decide elections in America to partisans and cronies, empowering election deniers to undermine democracy itself. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards to an America where there is no right to choose.
Listen to what he says, okay? So this is what the Trump supporters want to do, and then replace that with Christians. Replace those words, Trump supporters, with Christians, and listen to what he says. This is what they want to do.
No right to privacy.
No right to privacy. Bathroom bills. Come on, listen.
No right to contraception. No right to marry.
No right to contraception. He's talking about abortion. He's saying they don't want anyone to have the right to privacy, where they go, in what bathroom, the right to contraception, which is abortion. That's what he's saying. We don't want, the MAGA supporters, the Trump supporters don't want people to be able to legally get abortion. And then look at the third issue here.
Who you love.
To marry who you love. So there's gay marriage. So we have already 3 points here.
They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence that are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice.
This is 25 minutes of him saying this, by the way.
To the very soul of this country. They look at the mob that stormed the United States Capitol.
So he's saying the things that the Trump supporters are trying to overdo is abortion, bathroom bills, transgender bills, and gay marriage. That's Biden's threat to democracy. Those are the bad people that are trying to overturn those issues and stand for. Again, I'm not giving credit over here to Trump supporters or any political party. What I'm saying is these are Christian values that Biden is slamming his fist saying these are threats to America. It's looking a lot to me, and we won't watch the 25 minutes because it'll bore you, and it's just him saying the same thing about Republicans the entire time and how bad they are and a threat to America they are. What will happen when the day comes where he says Christians, not Trump supporters, but Christians are a threat to America? So are we going to respond to this warning from the church in Iran? The underground church says, hey, just a few years ago, they were saying this about us. Now we're hiding in our homes, blurring our faces. When the day comes where I'm making videos with my face blurred, no one knows who I am, my voice blurred because I'm being threatened by the government, where you can't even call the cops because they're the ones that are wanting to arrest you for preaching Christianity, for preaching what the Bible teaches. The day is coming, and it's coming fast. We need to be resolved, have iron in our spirits, that we will not bow, we will not give in. I won't. When they delete my channel, delete me off of all platforms, I will continue to preach the gospel as I've been for 12 years, standing for God. You can't kill a Christian. We're already dead. We've already died to Christ. Let us wake up. Let us hear this warning. Be sobered up. The day is coming where the president says, you are a threat to America. Let me know what you think down below. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll see you in the next one.